Hey everybody, welcome to our event tonight, Inspiring Change. My name is Hinarira and I am coming to you from New Zealand in a little, very little, small town in the North Island. So welcome. We are here tonight because we are passionate about what we do. We have some amazing people on here that are going to be sharing their stories. We're going to be sharing what has us excited. And for me, this started 20 months ago, actually a bit longer than that, maybe about just over 2 years ago, when I was looking for something for my family. I was looking for something that would help us change up our health and also that would help us we wanted to create an income for our family. We're homeschoolers, so we homeschool our 5 children, my husband and I, and we're really passionate about exploring and traveling. So we're just in a place where we couldn't really do that. But if we did, it was a bit of a struggle financially. So we were looking for something. And quite a few years ago, I read a book, Think and Grow Rich. And I read another book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that later on when I share a little bit more about my story. But for now, I am wanting to pass the time over to Leona, who's going to be sharing what has us excited.
Yes, we are excited. We're excited here because we have these amazing products. They are so simple, like they're really basic, but they make such a profound difference in what they have in our lives and in the lives of many of our friends and families. So I have the privilege of introducing you tonight. Here they are, some of them. We've got fruits, vegetables, berries. And what they are is literally fruits and veggies, and they've been pulped and then encapsulated. If I open up, this is a vegetable one. So that's vegetable powder inside of a capsule, and all you do is swallow it down. It's so easy. And when you do have one of these, you have cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach, rice bran, oat bran. So it's just whole food. It's a whole food product. Whole food just meaning that one food. So there's no preservatives, there's no colours, there's no chemicals. They haven't been sprayed, they haven't been treated with herbicides and pesticides or anything like that. They're all better than organic because they're 100% pure. They're screened before they leave to be shipped out 4 times to make. And when we burn all of them, so when we have 2 of the fruits, 2 of the veggies, and 2 of the berries each day, then we're getting the nutrients from 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries every single day. It's so easy. When I was first introduced to these, I have to admit I was a little bit skeptical because it looks like more of a medicinal type product. I didn't really believe that you could really get all the goodness that you need from fruits and vegetables inside a capsule. And so I was eating as well as I could, but I was still lacking. And so I introduced these and I started doing it 17 months ago. I found so much better. I had way more energy. Some of the, I guess, just didn't realise for my life. And as a mum of 6 children, it's major that I wanted to feel my best so I could be the best mum I could for them. So once I was on the product for about a month, my husband started to, and my family wanted to give it a go because they saw how it worked for me. And so they've all been on it too for the same amount of time. And we really love it. And the thing that I love about this too is that it's backed. It's the company published. We've done today just under 40 peer-reviewed medical studies, and they've been printed in reputable magazines. So all the research is there. So it's all online, so it's really easy to find, and that's something that was actually important to me when I looked at it and did a little bit of research myself. And in the end, I thought, you know what, it looks good, it sounds good, I'm just going to give it a try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I didn't lose anything. I gave it a try, and I found amazing, and I haven't stopped taking them since. And the other one I wanted to show you, actually, before I do, the other cool thing about these products is that you can get free kids products with these. So if an adult orders these, then you can receive the kiddie version, or some adults. Like I have some customers that love the chews because they get to taste them and they enjoy them. So they order the chews. You can do either or. But with an adult order, you can get free kids products. And they look like that. They're chewy. So they don't have berries yet in Australia, but they do have the fruits and the veggies. So that's 17 different fruits and veggies every day for your children. And so for us, that's major because we've got really fussy eaters, and especially a couple of our boys, they always eat around their vegetables. They don't eat their vegetables, and so at least with this, we know they're getting some goodness. And it's exactly the same ingredients as what's in the capsules. And then the other one I wanted to show you is a newer product for Juice Plus, and it's the Juice Plus Omega Blend. And so if you Google, the importance of omegas in our diet, you'll see that we don't produce them. Our body doesn't produce them. That's why they're called essential fatty acids. And you'll probably also know that the best source of getting the omega is through fish. And the fish get their omegas from the algae that they ingest. So we've just skipped the fish and gone straight to the source, which is the algae. And so this is actually a plant-based omega blend. And it's not just the 3 and the 6. And sometimes it's really hard in your diet. The 3 and the 6 is the saturated fat, and it's bad for us. But this is a healthy blend, and so it has 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think sometimes I forget. And it's all just plant-based, so I love that. And the thing that I love the most about it is that it tastes nice. So you can either swallow them down, 2 of them a day, or I just chew on it and oil comes out, and it's fine. It's not like the fishy stuff that we used to take that my kids hated, and I always had a problem buying them just because I was worried about sustainability. And then the last product I have to show you are our plant protein powders. We call them our shakes or our complete powder. They come in vanilla and chocolate. Great, they're so good for us, but we can't taste them going. These ones you can taste, and they just taste amazing. The kids love them. They can be substituted for a meal because they've got protein, fiber, fat, and carbohydrates in the right amounts. So they're great for people that are wanting to lose weight as well. Because sometimes when you're trying to re-educate your body, then this is a great thing to grab if you need something on the run. Can you guys hear me? Having trouble hearing me? Oh, they can't hear me. It's a charger. Can you hear me, H? No, maybe not. You can't you?
I can now. It's just freezing a little every now and then.
Oh, okay. All right. They're packed with things like the protein is a protein blend. It's pea protein, chickpea. Hang on. Soy protein, chickpea powder, pea protein, rice protein. So instead of getting the protein from animal-based products, it comes from the plants. It contains things like alfalfa sprouts and radish sprouts and broccoli sprouts, and mushroom powder, pomegranate powder, and yucca powder, and things like that, and things that I would never normally put into my meal or into a smoothie. I can just throw this in, and it contains all of that. And so, as well as, especially from I guess a mother's perspective, as well as my children having their gummies and having their 17 fruits and veggies every day, and so their gummies, when they have one of these, usually for breakfast, we like smoothies at breakfast time, they're getting all of that as well on top of it. I find for me it helps with sugar cravings. Some of our friends like to do it when they do what we call the shred program. It's just a great way to retrain your body to eating healthy and feeling better. So we do like to call our capsules like our micronutrients and our shakes like our macronutrients. They also have niacin in them, which is a really nice ingredient because it's a natural mood enhancer. So actually that's also in the omegas, not the niacin, but getting the right amount of omegas can help with that sort of thing too, which is something that's quite prevalent today. So I think you'd agree that today we really need a boost in our nutrition, that everything's on the rise. There's so many health conditions and health concerns, and we do have some in our family, but some of our members of our family who are taking them don't have, I guess, a chronic health problem, but they feel better on them, and this is like their health insurance. And the other cool thing I'm just going to finish up with is that when you become a customer and take these products, you don't just sort of get them shipped to you and it's like, okay, see you later. You get to become part of a great program. We call it the JBT program, the Juicy Body program. And it's there for everybody, every size, every age. It's just a great support and resource because there's hundreds of recipes and they're gluten-free, refined sugar-free, dairy-free. We have what we call the shred, which is done periodically, and they're for people that are wanting to change their body and to lose weight, to tone up in a really healthy, sustainable way. We don't believe in deprivation at all. So it's about making a long-term change, which is, you know, been great for us because that's sort of what I need and what we need. And you just have support and you have like everything, shopping lists and people to help you with exercise. And, you know, so many of the team, we have dietitians and nutritionists and personal trainers in our team. So there's always somebody there to help you. So that's one of my favorite things is when you buy this product, you buy into all of that and you can always reach out to anybody at any time. So that's our program and our products. And now I'm going to pass the time over to my hubby, Job.
Hey everyone. Hello. Now apparently H is going to ask me a few questions. H, hello.
I am. So, hey, so we kind of have an idea of how Juice Plus came into your life, you know, your wife. But, you know, what's happened with you in terms of Juice Plus? Because tell us a little bit about your story, Joe, and also what's got you excited about the future.
Excellent. So, yeah, look, you know, I was just, you know, watching my wife, you know, see her progress, like especially regarding her health, you know, like for her fibromyalgia, her hay fever, you know, especially, you know, using her asthma puffer. Man, those things were really hard. Like my wife was using that asthma puffer like crazy. And so to see the change in about a month, you know, seeing the change in about a month, I decided to give it a go, and also my son as well. So looking at my family, my son, and also my wife's health, I was like, man, why not? You know, it's right in front of me. Why not give it a go? So I gave it a go. Look, I myself, I don't have, you know, hay fever or all those other things. I do a lot of running. I'm an ultra marathon runner. So I do a lot of running. And I'm also just started doing a lot of exercising, upper body strength. And so ever since I've been on it for about 14 months, 16 months now. And, you know, since then, I have done some ridiculous runs. Like in December last year, I did a 64 kilometer in Bruny Island. So that was my biggest run. And at the moment, I'm really enjoying it because I'm also trying to help other people as well. Just regarding, you know, running, health, just being healthy and all that. So look, you know, I'm really also, you know, I need to work on my eating. So I'm working on that as well. And so, yeah, so for myself, it's done amazing things. And so at the same time, I really wanted to join the business because I've seen my wife's personal development, like her development, the training she has been receiving from the business on a Monday night. And I've been watching it myself, and I myself go to church, and I love, you know, the things around that, you know, the mindset, the mental growth, and also just, you know, personal development. And I'm all for that. Actually, that's part of myself. Like, you know, anything that is spiritual and anything that is that will help someone grow and help someone else, I'm all for that. So yeah, that's why and you know, I've been on some of the trainings and really enjoyed it. I really, really loved it. And so you know, last week I was talking to a couple of the guys, and I've been talking about that. And you know, it's sort of I'm excited to actually, hopefully, you know, having them go on the journey. So yeah. But you know, besides personal development, also financially, my family, we have struggled quite a bit, my wife and I. So look, I'm a teacher. And I love the fact that I'm a teacher because I like to help as well with the kids. So this is something else exciting as well. H, that's for me. H,
Awesome.
very, very, very pumped to be part of your team.
Oh, awesome. We're grateful to have you guys. So cool. Thank you. I'm going to now pass the time over to, we're going to hear from Tutahine. And I'm really excited about having Tutahine because in our tribe, because she just lives up the road. So every time we see each other, I think actually she's my mum's neighbour. So we get to chat and it's so cool. We have, and I've always resonated with her and what she enjoys and loves too. So Tutahine, how did, when did Juice Plus come into your life? What's happened so far? And what has you excited about the business?
Okay, so Juice Plus came into my life about nearly 15 months ago now. It was about November 2016. That day I first tried it was from you. I was having a really down day that day. There was lots of stuff going on around at the time, a bit of stress going on, and I just felt really low, and I had to be somewhere at the courts. And then you happened to turn up because you were next door at your mum's. You were next door at your mum's place, and you gave me some capsules. And I just felt about 10-15 minutes after that, I just felt it go right through my system. And even though at that time I was trying my best to eat good and exercise and all that kind of stuff, because I'm very sensitive to what I eat, those just were the cherries on the top. So I just knew straight away I had to have them. That's when I came to the Memorial Hall for the what do you call it? He had something happening there with a couple of other ladies. And I got to taste the chews, and it was like, wow, these are awesome. I just wanted to keep eating. It was so very good. Yeah, so that's where my journey started. I just knew that I had to have this stuff because I've been on all sorts, spirulina, chlorella, which I still do now, maca powder, as I used to work at the health shop with my good friends in Kaiko here who used to live here. And I her being a naturopath and into holistic healing, and that taught me so much. So she was part of my healing journey as well. Back in 2008, well, 2007 was when I lost my son. He was 2 years old. A year after that, my healing journey started. And that's a long story to that, but I haven't looked back. And I just have been ever since the Juicy Beans, me and my children. And I tried going off them for about 2 weeks, and I noticed a difference. My energy levels just went down. I felt very low in energy, tired, lethargic, and I wanted to test them to see what they would do to my system. So I went off them for about 2 weeks and tested them out, felt the difference from being on them to not being on them, and went back on them. That's what said, nah, that's it, I'm staying on them.
Awesome. Yeah. So what's got you excited about the business? And I mean, last week was really cool for us.
Yeah. Yes. We've been doing a lot in the last week. I've got a passion for health and wellness because ever since I was a young child, I suffered with rheumatics in my legs, right to the point where I used to scream and cry at night when I was a little girl. And my grandmother, who I spent a lot of time with, used to rub my legs. And so every winter they used to be so sore. And I suffered with that pain every year. So it's just in the last 10 years they've come right. And that's all to do with what I eat. I don't have gluten, I don't eat meat because I'm just so sensitive because I'm an empath. So I need to be careful what I put in my mouth. I have a passion for health and wellness because of what I've been through and seeing a lot of people in my family who are very sick, watch a few family members close to me die in front of me, all to do with cancer, diabetes, my mum's father, my ex-husband's father, yeah, my auntie Tui, who lives here in Kaikoui, who I've been kind of struggling with. She came on the Juicy Beans and then she stopped, and she had a tumor and all these other things. She's had her pituitary gland removed, so I've been working with her for many years. It's been a long journey, but I just seen so many people sick around me, and for myself, sick and tired of feeling sick and tired of feeling low, that I just want to be there to help others to feel what I feel, and to know that they've got options out there. They can better their lives. They can have more vitality and feel good to get out there and play hopscotch, run on a field with their children, you know?
Yeah.
There's people around that are in our town that needs, it just makes me I just feel very sad, very compassionate towards a lot of people that I see around me wherever I go. And I can't help but notice when I'm in the shopping supermarket, I know I don't want to be rude, but I just watch what people buy or what they're eating. I'm like, oh, heck.
So you're really passionate about helping people.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what...
Yeah, with my dad and his health too. He's had a lot of health issues, and he's starting to come right.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that, you know, and we come in because we see an opportunity, but what happens as we do this business, we start to see the people that we can help. And in my mind, there's nothing better than serving others and helping our families and friends. So thank you so much for that, Turahene. I appreciate your share. Thank you.
Thank you too.
So we're going to change it up a little. So you've heard that there is a business attached to this, and we've got beautiful Mem from Murupara who is going to share a little bit about how we do this business. So it's so good to see you, Mem. You might have to unmute yourself. Oh no, there we go. How's it going, Mem?
All good to go. I've just got a grandson who's going to try and join me here.
Awesome.
So, hey guys, I'm from Murupara, as Henrietta said, and I've been working my butt off for the last, how many years? Not only just in my job, my full-time job, but also, as you can see, with grandchildren and children all over the place, and my husband and I have 10 of them together, his, hers and theirs, and it's not been an easy road. So what I want to show you is that people have asked why I joined this, and it's simple. It's just another way to make money. Well, not only that, it was, I suppose, but to help our community grow. We come from a small community, like a lot of others, that have been caught up in the downturn in the economy, and we've lost the forestry industry to poverty, to unemployment, to drugs, to alcohol, to all the things that are going on. And I just think that this business, so in the traditional business that we're in, is that we know that we start at the bottom, and if you want to become a CEO, you have to go through the first line of management, second or third. In our business, it's service related, so we're in contracts and it'll take ages. There's no way you can make big bickies with contracts because everyone's fighting for the little dollar that the government has. And that's my grandson pulling everything out. Hang on, I'm going to put him on and send him to his mother and father. So if you think about it, it's very much like having our children. You go to mum, and baby, come and grab this child. And you're bidding, you're fighting for everything, and especially with our grandchildren, it's usually attention. So in traditional business, as I said, it's really hard to get to the top and to stay there. So other shops have lines of business where they go through middle management, just like here. And if you have a look, CEO, really hard to do this. You know, whānau, it's really interesting that when I looked at this business, I saw it differently. So instead of having the triangle, we had like a rectangle made, and I've pre-drawn these. And instead of a CEO, there's the top, but we all start at the bottom as virtual franchisees, and then we move through stages, and we cannot get to the top unless we all help each other through these ranks here, and that's awesome. Not only that, I love the fact that this business is built part-time, and life happens, you know. You've got to be realistic with a lot of things. But as I've had our lovely Henrietta remind me, that consistency is key. And for us to build this awesome business, which is really, which has got a full system, plug into all of your upline, plug into your leaders. We've got all these other beautiful ladies on here, and I've been privileged to be around quite a few of them. I love having all our people. Now, the other question is, why this business? I actually find it really cool because the tools are there. The outlay isn't much, 172 bucks in New Zealand. That's not much of an investment yet. It is worth 20, 30 times, 50 times that much. Put the work into it. Now, could you imagine if those in Kaikohe worked with Henrietta, if we in Miripara worked with Whakatane District, and we got our communities up, we would not need the help of government to do anything. That much I know without a doubt. So the next question was asked is, I don't know very many people. You don't need to. All you need is to know 2 people, and they need to know 2 people. It's really simple that we have so much support. It's not funny. You cannot get that support in traditional business. You cannot get that support where you're after the top job, you become your own boss and they throw you out because you're a threat. And I've seen that happen in many businesses. Have a look at this, and I love this. It's called the popcorn effect. And all it starts, and I'll give you an idea how I started. So here's Amanda. Now, she's from New South Wales, yes, in Australia. And then she introduced it to her son. So Amanda, keeping in mind that Amanda had others all over up the top with her too, working alongside. So we had my son-in-law, Jared, and then Jared introduced me, and then I introduced another lady, and she introduced another lady. So it's called the popcorn effect. This business is just too cool, I'm telling you guys. From little old Miripara, you can go anywhere. And we've seen that with Henrietta. We've seen that with her going from Australia, coming home again. And you hop on these events and meet all the whānau. Well, and that's the reality, people. You actually become closer whānau within this business, and you actually do a lot of business with your real whānau. And that's the joy of this business. I love it. So I'm going to hand you over to, and know that there are 3 ways to make money, and I've got Linda who's waiting on tap to explain all that side of it. Thanks, guys. Ka kite. Over to you, Linda.
Thanks, ma'am. Okay, my name's Linda, and I'm coming to you from a caravan in New South Wales because my husband and I are currently road tripping. It's his annual holiday time. So I didn't think to bring whiteboard away, so we stopped at Bunnings and box. My clever husband's idea to, instead of a whiteboard, to do this. Now, as Mem said, I'm going to talk to you about how we get paid. And the great thing is that we get paid in 3 ways. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was working in a 9-to-5 job, I never got paid 3 ways. I got paid once a fortnight, and that was it. So we get paid with retail. So that's simply profit on sales on what product that we recommend to other people and they purchase. We get a profit margin off that. The next way we get paid is with bonuses. Now, bonuses you get while you are building a business. And I'll just point out, like Mem said, we start off at as a VF, virtual franchisee. But the first bonus that we get is when we get to SDVF, we get a bonus of $400. Now, remember she said when you're trying to move up through the ranks, you can only move up if you link arms with one another. So when you reach this SDVF promotion, you get a bonus of $400. So does the person who introduced you. They get a bonus of $400 as well, just for teaching you how to get to this promotion. Okay. The next one is SC, Sales Coordinator. You get a $600 bonus, and so does your teacher. Okay, how cool is that? The next one is Senior Sales Coordinator. You get a bonus of $1,200, and so does your upline, the person who introduced you, who's teaching you. The next one is QNMD, and this is sort of the penultimate rank you can get in our company. And there you get a $1,500 bonus, and so does your teacher, simply for teaching you how to get to this rank. Now, NMD, like Mem said, National Marketing Director, that's sort of CEO level for the Juice Plus in Australia, and the bonus there is $3,000. But they figure if you've got to NMD, then your teacher's taught you as much as they can do, so the teacher doesn't get a bonus there. Okay, but still $3,000, and that's just on a bonus on top of your retail sales. Now, we also get paid another way. We get paid a performance percentage, performance money, and this is the passive income or residual income, and this is money that you earn on the performance of your team, those people that you sign that join the company with you. And once you know, there are volumes of product that you have to market to get this, but once you get to that stage and you unlock this performance product, performance money, or the beach money as some people call it, the passive income on your team's performance, you will be earning about $600 a month. Okay, $600 a month. Then that increases again, and as you get to different levels of what we call a 3 club, now that means you have 3 people in your team who have also qualified for this performance money. You get a 3 club that is worth to you $800 to $1,000 a month. Okay, the next qualification is, excuse me, I'm using notes. Mem also said this is a learning business. We're always learning something, and this is the first time I've had to present this part of the presentation, so I've got notes. The next qualification is 12 club, so 12 people in your team who have unlocked this passive income. 12 club is $2,500 to $4,000 a month. Then there's 24 club, and that is $5,000 to $7,000 a month. Now, if you add that out to a year, that's $60,000 to $84,000 a year. Okay, and then there's 39 club, and that is really exciting because that is $8,000 to $10,000 per month. Now, if you multiply that out to over a year, that is $96,000 to $120,000 a year. Okay, on top of the bonuses that you've earned, on top of the retail sales that you are still getting. Now, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? But just suppose it took you even 5 years to get to this level. The Australian government says that we need to be having about $60,000 of income in retirement to live comfortably. If you're getting $96,000 to $120,000 a year, that's pretty comfortable. And don't forget, even if you are not working, you take 6 months off for whatever reason. If you get sick or something comes up and you want some time off, you are still getting this money. This is why it's called passive income or beach money. This is the money that enables you to spend time at the beach instead of working. Okay, so that's the 3 ways we get paid: on retail sales, our bonuses, and our performance money. And that is why so many people are in this business and in the retail, the network marketing business, because it's a way that we can earn some serious money to fund our retirements, to fund the lifestyle that we want to have. Okay. Thank you, Hinarera. I've enjoyed doing this part of the program tonight.
We enjoyed you doing it. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thanks, Linda. So, you know, this is what excites us, guys. And if you're new or if you've just jumped on, there is a bigger picture here. You've heard the stories. I jumped on because of my dad. You know, I listened to Tūtehine and I felt her story too. My dad passed away when he was 42. He was younger than me. And so that stirred in me how powerful health is, because I saw my family die too. His sisters died of the same brain tumor. And but he was also a dreamer. But he wasn't able to live those dreams during his lifetime. He did live. He loved us. He had 4 daughters, but he had dreams, and I didn't find this out until later. So I've decided that I wanted to take on those dreams for him and for my family too. So for us, you know, I was looking for different business options. I had done energy therapy, and that I was trading my time for dollars. I'd done some online marketing. I was a raw food nutrition specialist. I even did some art a couple of years ago, did some coloring books, but I was looking for something where I wouldn't have to trade my time. And so I researched Juice Plus for 5 months, and I found that it was actually an amazing structure. It gave me, I wanted something where I could duplicate my efforts. I could do it in my own time, create a passive income. I wanted a tangible product that I was passionate about. I love Juice Plus. I love Whole Foods. There are so many amazing products out there, but this just fills me with so much purpose. And I wanted something where I didn't have to deliver stock to people's door, that the company would do that for me. I wanted something that had been around for a long time. Juice Plus has been around for 26 years. I don't even know that. If I'd known, imagine what the possibilities could be. I wanted something that would line up with my values, with connection, with these amazing women and men and families, wellness, family, flexibility. So I could do this part-time, choosing who I wanted to work with, a trading system, a system where I just had to plug people into, and where I could have more than one way of getting paid. So this Juice Plus ticked all those boxes for me. So I'm really, really excited about the future for our family. I could go on, but I just want you to know that if this is something that resonates with you, and if you're watching the recording, welcome. If this is something that resonates with you, please reach out to the person that invited you or sent you the link, and ask them to have a chat with you about how this can be something for you. And so thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been great. I always love getting on and reconnecting, and I'm so looking forward to next month. Here in New Zealand, we have our incredible leaders coming over from Australia to teach us more about how we can make this for us, make this big thing for our families if that's what we wanted to do. And also in June, where we actually get to travel to Perth with our team. And I tell you what, this team is just amazing. We actually stayed in the same house, and we had so much fun. It was so cool. So looking forward to that, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on. And I am going to, I don't always do this very well. I am going to unmute everyone so you can say hi to everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.